Hi, guys. This is Jeff from the Day Old Donut Show, bringing you the Cage Wars 35 fighter interviews. And I have Alex Marro coming up. I'm going to call him up. He's fighting Tim Kronk. They're both heavyweights. We went over this before. We know I love heavyweight fights. There's always any kind of chance that anything happens when you have two huge guys swinging at each other. So I'm going to give Alex a call right now, and we'll get him on the horn, and we'll see where his head is at for this fight.
Hello.
Hello, Alex. How are you, man?
Good. How are you?
Good, good. This is Jeff from the Day Old Donut Show. How you doing?
Pretty good. How about you, Jeff?
Good. Are you tired? I mean, you guys have been training crazy, I'm imagining.
Yeah. But I'm wrestling in college now. I just got back yesterday, so I'm doing doubles. So I'm just kind of relaxing because in another hour and a half I got to go to practice. But I'm pretty good. I'm in good shape. I'm good.
That's awesome. What college you go to?
I go to SUNY Oneonta.
You do?
Yeah, I'm a Red Dragon.
That's great, man. I have a soft spot for wrestlers too. I think if there's really to have one kind of martial arts background, and I would consider wrestling a martial arts, I would definitely say that wrestling is the foundation that I would want to have over everything.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, it all started. I started boxing when I was 10. I'm 20 now, but and then around 9th grade, when my math teacher said, "Hey, we need a guy at your size," I said, "Okay, sure." So I started, and then never in my life would I think that that college wrestling would be an aspect. That it's tough, but it's fun.
That's awesome. What are you weighing in at right now? He sighs.
I weigh about 225 at the moment. I'm a smaller guy for a heavyweight, but ever since I started wrestling here, I was in shape. I took 2 years off from wrestling when I went to community college, and I walked around 210 pounds when I went there, and the freshman 15.
Yeah.
Well, I gained 50, so.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Finally, so I fought over the summer, and I got down to about 245, and now I'm in the best shape of my life. I'm ready to go. I can't wait for January 27th.
You're 1-0, and your opponent is also 1-0, Tim Kronk. Do you know him?
I don't know him at all. The promoter, Slim, actually just said, "Hey, there's this guy. He played in the Canadian Football League. He was a running back, I believe he was. He's 1-0." And I looked at his fight, and he looks strong. He's kind of thicker, but like I tie up with guys twice his size every day. That's a lot of people's concern with me. It's just like, well, do you think he'll overpower you? I really don't. He can beat me in a weight room all he wants, but he's in love with his right hand. I know that much. I hope he hears that. So.
How did he finish his fight? Do you know?
He dropped his guy. It looked more like he kind of put. There's like a couple different types of punches, but like it just kind of looks like he knocked him down with a really pushing shot, and then just kind of got a really, really sloppy back mount and choked him out. It was a good performance. Like I respect the guy. I hope it doesn't come off on being rude or anything. I'm not trying to be. It's just...
So we're not going to get any trash talk out of you.
No, I'll critique technique and that's it. But, like, I'm in no position to trash talk, because for all I know, the guy could come out and knock me clean out. So, I don't think it'll happen. But, like, I have respect for my opponent. I think it's bad karma. Adrian Brenner.
How did you finish your fight?
I finished it by standing guillotine. He kept shooting with his head on the outside. I said, okay, well, you're kind of feeding it to me. So I hadn't competed in about 2 years in a combat sport. My last boxing match was 2 years before that time, so it was interesting. The first round, he hit me a bunch of times, and I'm like, okay, right, you're fighting now.
How did you do in your boxing career?
I won 17-1 with 13 knockouts.
Damn, that's pretty good. So you're a big boy who's got a good punch, and you could wrestle.
Yeah.
Oh, I look forward to this. Now, where are you training out of?
Well, I just changed training camps to Utica Combat Athletics is my main MMA training place, but I also still train at it's called the Den Wonder Gym Boxing, which is based out of Utica, New York, with my coach that I've had since I was 10 years old. And then since I'm out in Oneonta for college, there's a jiu-jitsu academy out here, and then, there's wrestling. So I train at a bunch of different places. So
that's awesome. So are you nervous, excited?
I don't get nervous anymore, from competing so many times. And then, I mean, like with wrestling, I compete on an average like 3 or 4 times a day. So really, I don't get nervous because what's going to happen? I lose. Oh, well, I lose, and I just get back in there. It's an amateur event, so it's fun. If I was getting paid for it, I'd be a little bit more concerned.
You're a young kid. How old are you?
20.
Jesus. Yeah. So you have the potential to take this the whole 9 yards.
Well, that's always been something. The option was either go professional with boxing or go to college, but, I figured instead of being brain dead by the age of 20,
yeah,
you know what I mean? Like, get the degree. I have my associates now, but, like, as time goes on, I kind of kick myself for not taking it. So, depending, now that I'm in shape again, depending on how good it goes, if I win, 3 or 4 more amateur MMA fights and they're dominant, then I'll sit down and talk with family and coaches and see where we go from there.
Well, I don't know if you watch our show, but I'm always calling out Dana White, especially as far as heavyweights go, because I think that's where the UFC and all the major promotions are lacking is the heavyweight division.
Yeah, those guys are real heavyweights, though. I should be fighting 185 or 205.
Well, yeah, that's true. That's true. If you're 205, yeah, light heavy. If you're weighing at 225.
Yeah, and that's some chubbiness to myself. But, I think I have power, though. That's the thing is like Rocky Marciano, was a heavyweight. He was 187 pounds and was flooring people. And that's I have power and I have strength over a lot of people. Like, I'm tying up there's a guy from the Merchant Marine Academy that I wrestled about 3 weeks ago. And the guy was 6'8", and I was still able to control him pretty good. He beat me in the end because he's a better wrestler, but I was stronger. But
that's right. That's cool. Well, we hope that you give us your best at the fights. And I'm not looking for one of the people that puts on a show. I don't want a show. I like quick kills. I'm a Mike Tyson fan. You know what I mean? I hate 3 to 5 round just nonsense. Go out there and do your best to kill your opponent, Tim Kronk. And when I talk to Tim, I'm going to tell him the same thing about you. Don't take any offense to it, Alex.
No, I don't take any offense to anything. I know he's going to be saying some stuff too, so it's all good.
Well, I thank you for your time. You've been a delight. I really look forward to watching the fights. I should see you at the weigh-ins, and if I don't happen to make it to the weigh-ins for weather or anything like that, I'll definitely be at the fight. And who knows? Maybe I'll be interviewing after the fight. If you knock this guy out or you drop him on his head or something.
I'm going to focus on winning. I'm not going to call any shots yet.
Sounds good. Thank you so much for your time, Alex. I appreciate it.
Thank you. Have a good day, man.
Good luck. That was Alex Marro. I'm sorry, let me pronounce it correctly. Alex Marro. Going to be fighting at Cage Wars 35 in Albany on the 27th. Make sure you guys get tickets if you haven't gotten tickets yet. And we'll see you there. I'm getting super excited. Got way more fighters to interview, so we'll see you guys shortly. From the Day Old Donut Show, I'm Jeff. Thank you guys very much.